Hey guys, ProfessorAutoflower here, and welcome to the Grow Tent. Here we are, back to business with a new grow underway, and you can see it is moving very quickly. We can see right here the Mystery Mezcla from Alebrije genetics on day 32. I've just noticed over the past couple days the stretch really kicking in, and you can see we're starting to see pistils forming in the tops, so I'll have pom-pom tops in no time. I'd say flower has just begun. I just started noticing some discoloration on some of the older leaves and some spots, possible calcium issues going on, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. When it comes to environment, I have the grow light at 100% right now. During the first few weeks, I dialed it back to around 60 to 70%. The canopy is about 20 inches under the light. Again, for the first few weeks, it was about 30 inches under the light. Right now, the tent is reading 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a humidity of around 60 to 65%. I have to keep the humidifier pumping to get that humidity in that range. I'm also just running the small Mars Hydro fan right now. I will soon turn on the lower floor fan as well. Now in today's video, we'll go back with the Mystery Mezcla starting at day 13, and we will follow along from there. We'll see the transformation into what it is now. This thing really started out strong from the beginning. But first, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, to help out the channel and Grow Tent, head over to my Patreon page and become a member.
Okay. Do it. Do it.
The link is in the description. Now let's get to the video. Day 13 with the Mystery Mezcla, and growth over the past 2 weeks has been right on track. We are on node number 3 right now. Today, it's looking a little droopy. That could be from some underwatering, or it's just running out of room in this smaller pot. I'm hoping a transplant will do the trick and perk this thing back up. Day 16 here, and I just transplanted yesterday. Even one day after transplant, I'm starting to see improvement in that smaller pot. It was definitely getting very droopy. I even started to notice some deficiencies here on these lower leaves. So I transplanted a little late on day 15. I should have transplanted around day 10. But now that it's in the bigger pot, I'm definitely noticing some improvement even one day after transplant. Right now, she's in 5 gallons of Mother Earth cocoa or soil or peat cocoa mixture. It's a little lighter and fluffier than the Fox Farm Strawberry Fields. I added some extra perlite as well. I have it in this Rain Science 5-gallon Autoflower bag. It's a little skinnier and taller. We'll see how that works. We'll see if that does anything to help growth. I also have an Autopot air base at the bottom. I had to shave it down to fit in this skinnier pot with a Dremel, but I was able to get it in there nice and snug. While I was getting the soil ready, I had the smaller pot sitting in a mixture of water and root dip from Microbe Life Hydroponics. Ever since I started using the root dip, trying to get it all over the roots, I never see any transplant shock at all. Finally, after the transplant, I watered with a gallon of water with 5 ml of CalMag from Humboldts Secret and some Photo Plus from Microbe Life. I will water again in the next 3 to 4 days, or when the pot is light. And then around day 21, I'm going to top. Right now it's working on node number 5, so I should be able to top at node number 6. I'm not seeing any pistils yet, so no signs of flowering, which is a good thing. I'm really hoping flower holds off for another couple weeks so this thing can really veg. Topping at node 6 will give me 12 main shoots, and then if it veges for the next 2 weeks, I'll get a lot of side branching, creating a nice big full bouquet of buds. So it'll be hands off for the next few days for the mystery. We will check back then. Here we are with a quick check-in, day 19, and the mystery is growing great. Right now working on node number 6. You can see pistils have started to pop out. They are okay right now down there. As long as we don't see those pom-pom tops forming, we are okay. I'm still on track to top at node 6 here. I'm just waiting for this top here to open up and gain a little length on that stem. I'll end up watering tomorrow on day 20. And then I should be topping over the next couple days, which is right on track. I like to top around day 21. So still letting it do its thing. We will check back in tomorrow for the watering. It'll be the last watering before turning on the Autopots. Day 20 here, and you know things are going good when you come down after lights on and these leaves are sticking straight out like they are. Sometimes during lights off and the rest period, those leaves can get very droopy, and it takes hours under those lights to pick them back up. So looking really nice on day 20. Back again on day 20 with those leaves looking even perkier from being under that light for the past 6 hours or so. The pot is feeling a little light today, so I'll be giving about a gallon of water. I'll just be adding microbes, so no extra nutrients today. I just gave nutrients or CalMag 5 days ago when I transplanted and watered. I will also be turning on the Autopots over the next 3 to 4 days, and I'll be starting the main nutrients with that first reservoir fill up. So today, just about a gallon of water with some Photo Plus, Nourish L, and Terps Plus from Microbe Life Hydroponics, pH to around 6.2. Day 21 with the mystery, and I just watered yesterday with the microbes, and look at it today. It is loving life, really getting a nice boost from those microbes. We'll come back tomorrow or the next day and top right here. You can see it's just opening up right here at node 6. Day 22 here, and today is the day that I'm going to be topping the Mystery Mezcla. I've seen very fast growth from the mystery. Already working on node number 7 on day 22. Normally I'm around node 5 at day 21. Right now we're looking at node 6 there. You can see it's opened up and there's plenty of length on that stem to top. I just have to make sure I don't nick those 2 shoots that are eventually going to be my new main tops. I will also have main tops from the other nodes 4 or 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, giving me 12 main tops, which will have 12 main stems, and I'm hoping to see a lot of side branching on those main stems to create a lot of secondary tops to create a nice full canopy. And simple as that, topped at node 6 on day 22. Over the next day or two, I will start watering and feeding from the bottom with the Autopot. And then once the stretch really kicks in, I will start the training. Day 25 with the mystery from Alebrije. And it's time for another watering. Instead of top watering, I'm going to be turning on the Autopots today. I'm hoping that'll kick everything into overdrive, and these 12 main stems coming off that center stalk area in there really start to stretch more than they already are. And to make sure growth doesn't stall out, I'm also going to be giving the first dose of nutrients today in the reservoir. I definitely have seen that stretch or the growth in veg stall out because of lack of nutrients. And I want to grow this plant as big as possible, so I want to see a lot of stretch. So let's head out to the reservoir and see what's going in. Here we are. I have almost 5 gallons of water here, and for this grow I'll be using Humboldts Secret. I have their starter kit here. I used some of these bottles in my last grow, the Smoky Stash, and had very good success. I also have a discount code, which is ProfessorAutoflower, and the link for the website will be in the description. On their feeding schedule, they do recommend giving the same amount of base A and base B for the entire grow, which might be too much nitrogen for an autoflower, so I'm sure I'll mess with those ratios a little bit and give more base B than base A. For the first dose of nutrients, I'm going to be starting out very low to prevent that salt from building up in that soil too fast. I'm right here in this week 3 to 4. I'm going to be giving about 1 ml per gallon of base A, 2.5 ml per gallon of base B, about 0.5 ml per gallon of Golden Tree, and then about 1 ml per gallon of CalMag, and see how that works out. I'll go ahead and mix them all up, and then we'll come back and see what our ppm reads. I have my water ready for the reservoir. You can see it's very dark. The Golden Tree gives it that color, but they are very clean nutrients. They stay together well in the reservoir and don't gunk things up too much. My pH is reading 6.2. I had to add a little pH down to get it there. My ppm is reading 322. I started with a ppm of 0.75, so again, just a very small dose of nutrients to see how the plant reacts. The reservoir is now filled up, so let's turn on the Autopot. Now that the Mystery is feeding from the bottom, we will check back in the next day or two and hopefully see that explosion of growth. We're back here on day 28, and it's been 3 days since turning on the Autopot, and I'm seeing more of a bush-like structure. I've definitely noticed a big boost in growth since starting feeding from the bottom. I'm still letting the Mystery just do its thing. You can see a lot of these main stems are really stretching up towards that light. A lot of our tops are now around the same canopy level. I'll let it continue to grow over the next 5 to 7 days, all natural. And then I will start the training by pulling the 12 main stems out like this towards the walls of the tent to try to create a nice flat canopy. With the Mystery firing on all cylinders, this is where I'm going to end today's video. If you want to help out the Grow Tent, head over to my Patreon page and become a member. The link is in the description. Also, make sure to tune in next time when we pick back up with the Mystery Mezcla from Alebrije Genetics and begin its training. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.